Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's grab and go yoga practice is one designed at reducing stress. Even though having a consistent yoga practice will do that for you, keeping stress at a minimum in the body and helping you to feel better, this one is specifically aimed at helping you feel centered, helping you feel balanced and down-regulated in the body. We begin in a seated position called hero pose, Vrksasana. Grab a block or a bolster if you'd like, or even a rolled up blanket. Stay seated on your heels. I am putting the block between my heels. That way it's less pressure on the knees. If it's really comfortable for you to stay seated on the heels without a prop, by all means, you can do that. You can skip a prop, but it might just feel better. And since we're trying to do things to make the body feel good, go grab a prop if you like. Sit tall, let your hands fall into the lap, palms turn down, and if it's comfortable to do so, you can close the eyes. Otherwise, you can keep the eyes open, but just gaze at one point past the nose to help minimize distractions so you can stay focused on the breath. And when it comes to calming the mind, calming the body, we like to keep the breath moving in and out through the nose as best we can. If you'd like to add just a little bit more to the pose, the option is you can take your right palm to your heart, your left palm to your belly. Let's take another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And opening up the eyes if they're not already open. Let your hands again settle into your lap. Coming off of your heels, you can remove your prop to the side. Come onto hands and knees, tucking your toes. Big inhale, arch the spine, coming into cow pose. Let the eyes look up. Untuck the toes, exhale, round into cat. Head down, rounding, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, arching. Eyes up. Exhale, cat as you round, breathing up between the shoulder blades. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling, rounding. Let's do 2 more, just on your own. Match the movement to the breath. And returning to a neutral spine after your last exhale. Spread the fingers wide. Just as a transition, we'll do a brief down dog. Tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, and let's hold for 1 more breath. And put a soft bend in the knees, look forward. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Folding over the legs when you get there, separating the feet just a few inches apart from each other. Take your hands to opposite elbows, drop the head down, and make sure that you have at least a micro bend in the knees, but you're welcome to bend up the knees as much as you'd like here. Just hanging over the legs, literally letting everything just roll right off. And let the arms relax toward the mat. Start rolling up slowly to stand as you press through the legs and stack one vertebra at a time as you come all the way up. Soften the shoulders back, head up, gazing past the nose. Bring both palms to prayer at the heart. And if you'd like, you can close the eyes a moment or keep them open. Just letting yourself feel nice and grounded as you continue standing tall. Opening up the eyes if they're not already open. I'm going to turn and face you. We'll do a little tree pose Vrksasana. Turn your right toes out to the side. Shift your weight to the left leg and step the right foot in. You can go below the knee or you can grab the foot and slide it above. Just avoid the side of the knee directly. Palms together. Press down, then inhale, lift the arms, separate your hands. Just gaze at one point. Allow yourself a certain amount of softness in the stretch to move with your breath. And take another deep breath or so. Soften the shoulders, keep the arms strong. And return the palms together at the heart. Lower your right leg down on the mat, nice and easy. Keep the palms together at the heart. Let's switch the sides. Shift your weight to the right leg. Turn the left toes out to the side. And pressing down, step the left foot in, above or below the knee. Press the foot against the leg against the foot. Bringing the palms again together at the heart. Tailbone down, chest up. Lift the arms. Separate the hands. Relax the shoulders. Gaze at one point and keep the breath moving. One more. Bring the palms to prayer again at the heart. Lower the left leg down. Relax the arms down by your side, standing tall in Tadasana. I'm going to return to the front of the mat. Big inhale, sweep the arms around. Gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, dive over the legs. Lift your chest on the inhale, then step it back into plank pose. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's come into puppy dog pose, which is also Anahatasana. Keep the knees down, tailbone up, slide the hands out. Keep your elbows, forearms on the mat. Let your forehead rest down. It's the same as down dog, except with knees and forearms down. Tailbone lifts up. Soften the shoulders and just let the heart melt toward the mat. Three more deep breaths. And slide the hands back. Come onto hands and knees. We'll take a little breather in child's pose. Separate the knees, toes together. Let your forehead lower down. Release the arms back behind you. Let yourself round and take 3 to 5 deep breaths. One more. Coming up onto hands and knees. Sweep the legs around front, grabbing a block or a bolster or a blanket. You can grab anything that'll work as a prop between the shoulder blades, setting up a supported fish pose. I'm going to be using a block, straightening out the legs. Put the block should line up somewhere the bottom of it in the middle of your back. So when you lay back nice and easy, or bolster or blanket rolled up, your shoulder blades wrap around the prop, head back, and the arms drop out toward the side. So we're releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck, right? Sometimes when we're feeling stress, we hold tension in these places that we're not even aware that we're doing. So these poses really help to soften those areas, creating some nice release. If this is too dramatic of a stretch for the neck, you can always put a pillow or something behind the head or a second block. And we'll take 2 or 3 more deep breaths. And releasing out, let's bend up at the knees. Roll to your side, rolling off of your prop. Move it to the side. Roll onto your backs and hug the knees in toward the chest. Feel free to rock a little if that feels good. Right, just further releasing the back. And hug your right knee in toward the chest. Straighten your left leg out on the mat. All right, really press the left heel away while the right knee draws to the right shoulder. Scoop the tailbone a little bit, get a nice hip flexor release, just releasing low back tension. Then shake out the left leg a little bit, twist over to your left side. Drop the right arm out. Keep your right shoulder anchored on the mat, and if you can, turn your head to the right. Hold for another full breath. Coming back to center, switch the sides, release the right leg, bring the left knee in. Press the right heel away, draw the left knee toward the shoulder, scoop the tailbone, feel the hip flexor release. Then shake out the right leg a little bit, twist to the right, drop your left arm out. Turn your head if you can, and hold for another deep breath. Come back to center, hug the knees in. Bring your forehead to the knees. Then let go, coming into a nice Shavasana. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket or roll up a blanket behind the knees if you like. Turn the palms up and close your eyes, just letting go of the breath. Settling back into space, feeling nicely grounded, centered, and just unwound from your day. Feel free to stay here for as long as you have time for.